Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing my January favourites 2013. I have had a couple of new discoveries this month, so I thought it would be a good place to start off. The first was this Tresemme Freeze Hold Salon Finish Hairspray, and I got this in my stocking from my mum. It's just the best hairspray I've come across. Sometimes hairsprays don't give as much hold as I'd want them to, and sometimes they give too much hold and your hair is kind of like sticky, and this one is just perfect. It gives you amazing hold, and it says it gives you 24-hour hold. I wouldn't go that far. I have a large version of this. This is for my handbag, so you do have to kind of top it up during the day, but it does give really good hold without being too sticky. Sticking along the hair route, I picked this up from Superdrug. It's called Sammy Fat Hair 0 Calories Root Lifter Spray, and I bought this on a whim in Superdrug, and I'm always on the lookout for something that will give me a bit more body. Oh god, that's such an itchy nose. And I wasn't really expecting this to work, but my god, it does. It recommends that you can use it in damp hair, but I use it any which way if my hair is wet, and it says use liberally, which you really do need to use it as directed. Yeah, and it gives me really good volume once it's dry, and it tends to hold quite well, and I recommend it. This is a surprisingly nice product, and it was really cheap as well. I picked it up because it was on offer. So yes, that's recommended. Something else that I bought this in December, but I've been using it a lot more in January, and it's this Urban Decay De-Slick Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray. And I heard from Fleur de Force about this Scandinavia setting spray, and I was on the lookout for it, but I couldn't find it for anything in my price range, and whilst this was quite expensive, it was a lot cheaper. And something that I struggle with is my face is quite oily, so having to powder all the time can make my face look quite caked. And I read the reviews on Makeup Alley of this, and it was just rave reviews, so I picked it up from Debenhams when it was 10% off, because I love bargains. And it's amazing. I'll never be without this again. I put it on before I start my makeup, kind of as a base, and then once my makeup's done and I've powdered, I spray it kind of in a star shape around my face. And when I forget to use this, I see under my eyes my concealer really cakes up, and when I've used this, it barely happens at all. I don't get any kind of patchiness towards the end of the day. It keeps my makeup looking fresh for so long, and it sounds like a massive product plug, but it's fantastic, and I will repurchase definitely. Another thing that I've been loving this month is the Healthy Mix Foundation Serum by Bourjois, and I use this continually in the continuously? I never know which one. I used this loads in the summer, and then when it got to the winter time, I was thinking, oh, I need a higher coverage, I need a foundation that will last a bit longer. So I kind of neglected this, and in the beginning of this month I started reusing this, and I just fell back in love with it. It's such a nice foundation, and I've talked about this in videos before, but it gives you this really natural looking finish without being too sheer that you need to kind of reapply, and it goes on and blends really nicely, and I'm back in love with it. I love it, and they have a really good colour range. Usually I struggle to find foundations that have really good yellow undertones in drugstore foundations. Usually they have too many pinky tones, but this is just fab, and it's in the shade 53. Another thing that I've been loving this month is the NARS blush in Dolce Vita, and I'm wearing it now. Loads of people rave about NARS Orgasm and NARS Deep Throat, and I just think that I don't really like a shimmer in my blushes, and they're a bit too pinky for me. So this is just fantastic. My sister bought it for me for Christmas. It's a really kind of dusty rose colour. It's really deep, and I am loving it. I'm using it every day at the moment. I'm running out of battery, so I'm meant to have to speed these things up. Something else that I've actually only got like in the last week, and I'm just in love with it. I'm never going to use anything else to put my foundation on. It's the Real Techniques buffing brush, and people on YouTube have been raving about this for so long, and it's taken me forever to actually pick it up. I was using their stippling brush beforehand, but I found it it would take my makeup off while I was putting it on sometimes. But this is just amazing. It makes my foundation look so good. So thanks, Real Techniques. And that's by Samantha Chapman. The Chapman sisters do the Pixie Woo YouTube channel, which is awesome. So go and check that one out. Another favourite is this number 7 eyeshadow blending control brush, and I have never had the MAC 217 brush and have always wanted it, but I can't afford it. This is just the perfect dupe for that, I suppose. I've picked it up, I've looked at it and just thought I can't justify spending that kind of money on it. So comparatively, this is just, it's really fluffy and soft, there's no shedding. And I picked this up with a Boots number 7 voucher, so it works. This one worked out at about £2 or something. I mean, that's a bargain. Why do you not get this? It's fab. So that's like just really good for doing socket blending, and I've now got 3 of these because they're that good. Number 7 is the Maybelline gel eyeliner in black. It's amazing. I was previously using Elf's cream eyeshadow, cream eyeliner, which is rubbish. Don't get that. It's so dry. This is, it applies really thickly. It stays on. It hasn't dried out, and I've had it for about a month and a half now. So I think this is amazing. And also it's really good for if you put it on and then kind of get a cotton bud and blend it. It gives you kind of a smoky look. I love this. It's amazing, and it's so cheap as well. I've only got 2 more things to show you, one of which is the Kate Moss Rimmel lipstick in 107. I've got to be careful with this because the bullets come off the end. And yes, I've been loving this. It's such a good wintry shade. I was inspired to buy this by Zoella, who, I can't remember the name of her channel, there are so many numbers. And I've just been wearing it loads. In fact, it would go really well with this top, I think. A nice burgundy colour. It's like a kind of pinky red, really deep tones. I did a review on it on my blog, so I'll link that down below. And also it smells really nice. It's not drying. It's a lovely lipstick, so I recommend it. And the last thing, it was another Christmas present. It's this Clinique Even Better Eyes Dark Circle Corrector, and I was desperate for this. I went to the Chanel counter to pick up my All About Eyes eye cream, which I've been using for years, and it's awesome. And she gave me a couple of samples of this, and I was just, it's so good. It's kind of a creamy, salmony colour. It's not that moisturising, but it's more kind of to take down the greenness or the blues underneath your eyes. And it's got this metal bit here, so the way I use it is I squeeze a bit out onto here, put that onto my eyes, and then I turn it around and use this metal applicator to rub that in small circles. And whilst I've not seen any difference in how bad my eye bags are, which is awful, it really, you know, when I'm going to bed or when I wake up in the morning, if I can't be bothered to do a full face of makeup, it really takes down the bags. So that is another one that I really like. It was really expensive, so I don't know whether I would repurchase that, you know, for the sake of a couple of minutes to put concealer on. It's, oh God, it's like £28, I think, like really expensive. So I don't know whether I'd repurchase it, even though I really like it. If I win the lottery, I'll buy a bulk of them. But yes, that's my January favourites. I decided to stick to 10 because I didn't want this video to be mega long. But if you prefer long videos, then let me know, because I have so many favourites that I would love to share. If you have any monthly favourites for January that are good for the winter months, please let me know. I'd be really interested. And that's it. Have a really good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!